Your anxiety, your insomnia, that feeling of being completely overwhelmed? It might not be what you think. What if you haven't been anxious this whole time? You've been awakening. That buzzing in your chest, the restlessness, the feeling of being constantly on edge even when you're doing everything right. This is what nervous system shock feels like. It's your body's response to a massive, rapid influx of spiritual energy, what some call Kundalini, Chi, Prana, or simply life force, crashing into a biological system that was wired for a completely different reality. A reality of fight or flight, of perceived threats and survival. Your nervous system is the hardware. Your awakening consciousness is the software. And right now, it feels like a cosmic-level software update is causing the hardware to overheat. It doesn't know the difference between a spiritual emergency and a physical one, it just knows it's overloaded. This creates the most sacred and confusing paradox of the spiritual path. The very energy that is meant to liberate you, to dissolve ego, open your heart, and reveal the interconnectedness of all things, can initially feel like it's dismantling you. The heightened sensitivity isn't a flaw, it's a feature coming online. The emotional volatility isn't a regression, it's a release of old, stored energy making space for the new. The insomnia? That's often the soul's resistance to shutting down its expanded awareness. You are not going crazy. Your entire being is undergoing a profound recalibration. The chaos is not the enemy. It is the raw material of your transformation. It is the language of your system upgrading under pressure. So, the goal is not to stop the awakening. To try would be to dam a river with your bare hands. The goal is to become a masterful conductor of this energy, to learn the language of your own nervous system and forge a conscious partnership with it. This is where the ancient path of the mystic beautifully converges with modern neurobiology. Practices like Polyvagal Theory give us the map, showing us how to move from a state of sympathetic overwhelm, fight or flight, or dorsal shutdown, collapse, into ventral vagal safety, social engagement, connectedness. And spirituality gives us the meaning, showing us that this journey into safety is also a journey into sacred connection with all that is. Think of this channel as your guide to what I call bio-spiritual architecture. We will focus on building the two core pillars of a vessel that can not only withstand this energy, but thrive with it. The first pillar is installing a new root system. This is about moving from a state of being ungrounded, spaced out, anxious, disconnected, to being deeply earthed. It's about creating a circuit that allows excess energy to flow safely into the earth, instead of short-circuiting in your mind. We'll do this not just through walking barefoot, but through specific somatic practices, pelvic floor awareness, and practices that cultivate a felt sense of safety and belonging in your physical form. The second pillar is energy bandwidth management. Your system has a limited bandwidth for processing energy and information. An awakening blows the circuits because it opens the floodgates. We need to learn how to install a regulator valve. This is achieved through precise vagus nerve toning exercises, coherent breathing techniques that directly signal safety to the brainstem, and practices that help you contain and circulate energy rather than letting it explode or leak. This is how you move from being a victim of stimuli to the conscious conductor of your sensory experience. Let's try a simple practice right now to give your system an immediate taste of this regulation. Wherever you are, just gently close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Place one hand on your heart and the other on your belly. Now we're going to practice a breath that tells your nervous system it is safe. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, feeling your belly expand. Gently hold the breath for a count of 2, and then exhale slowly, through pursed lips as if you're blowing through a straw, for a count of 6, feeling the hand on your belly gently fall. Let's do that 2 more times together. This extended exhale is a direct key to activating your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's brake pedal. This is the first step in upgrading your vessel. If this reframe resonates with the chaos and the beauty you're experiencing, if you felt even a moment of shift with that breath, then this is your invitation. This is what we explore here. Subscribe and hit the bell, because this journey into the marriage of soma and spirit requires compassionate, consistent guidance. Thank you for your profound courage, for facing the chaos within and having the wisdom to recognize it not as a breakdown, but as a breakthrough. This path asks everything of you, and in return, it offers you your whole self. Thank you for walking this path, for however short a while. Remember, the journey inward is the most courageous one you will ever take. Until next time, dear seeker, keep exploring, keep remembering, and may your holy newborn self continue to shine its light. Thank you for watching.